All right, squad, less than two crew. Welcome, and everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Pad. Friday nights is where it's at. Get to hang out with y'all, have a bit of a community, have a conversation, chit and chat, and answer Q's and A's, and hang out, give advice, talk food at some point, probably. You know, roll of the mill, run of the mill stuff. All right. Before we get any further, let me say hello to the early chatters up in here, because without the early chats, the vibe is not set, and y'all set the vibe. So let's talk about you. Actually, I lied. Let me not. Okay. First things first, we're gonna fix this camera. Second, let me light this up. All right. Now we're ready. Now it feels like we're ready. All right, where were we? One sec. What if I had none of these lights on? What does the ambience look like? Oh, it's too dark. This is fucking... What is this? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Jay, welcome in. Buttercup, hope you're doing well. Khalida in the building. We got Jinx, Lori in the building. What's good? Palm Leaf. Hi, is it weird that I was starting to worry? No, because we are here at 10 p.m. every night. Eastern, that is. So when I'm late, I understand the feel. But no worries, I'm here now. I'm here now. Nella, welcome in. Sal's here. We got Repeat Respawning. Welcome in. Canada Biscuit. Genraz, what's good? Chrissy in the building. Due to scheduling comments, I will be unable to for my pad interview. I guess I should accept that, because that seems like the thing I should do, because you have a scheduling conflict. Kim Money Badger, welcome in. Jen, what's good? Bugbear thought Pooya was going to have a scheduling conflict. Look at us. No shot. No shot. We're going to be here. We're going to be here. Of course. Come on now. Memories, what's good? Ichiyami, Tova, welcome in. Red Wings, Maddie Dubs with a Prime sub. Thanks, Maddie, for using your one Prime here on me. I do appreciate it. Happy Pad. Y'all not letting my scheduling conflict get in the way of renewing my sub. Y'all are funny tonight with the jokes. Holy. Thank you so much, Maddie Dubs. Our daily previous beginning is groove on behind the screen. You get to see what I do before stream starts now. With the, well, it's blurred, so I leave a little bit to the imagination, but you weren't wrong. I was feeling the vibe, as they call it. Daisy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Larissa, hello. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully my server doesn't cut out. Fingers crossed, Larissa. Kansas, welcome in. Bugbear, thanks for your 57 month. Appreciate you. New scheduling conflict. Who dis? Chat, come on. Are we just gonna talk about scheduling conflicts all night? Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what we're gonna do? Proud Sam, thank you for the 10th month here. Appreciate you. Hey, P in chat. Hello, Proud Sam. Hope you're doing well. The beginning of that song sounded like you were at a fancy spa. Bobby Valentino is fancy. Confirmed. New here. What does PAF mean? Pad? Pad is Pooya After Dark. It is what we've started calling, what we call this series, this stream that happens once a week, because it's late night. It's my late night stream, and we get to talk about whatever you want. And it's after dark, so people tend to ask sometimes some questionable questions get popped up here. So, yeah. Hey, y'all, happy to be taking a break from feeds. Happy you're here, Sarah Lynn. Hope you're doing well. Dine, welcome in. Blondin, seen hello to Russ in the building. We send vibes, that's right. Rain, welcome in. Jam and Monty's Vinyl Collection, Billy Joel. Okay, Jenny. Ambi there, 57 months. You appreciate you. That is right. I am currently, chat, sponsored by the one and only Factor once again. So if you would like a discount, you would like 50% off your first box, free breakfast for a year, use my code to sign up if you haven't signed up before and get you a nice discount. I'm glad that Riley is out the season. I can enjoy the season so much more now. Samesies. Fucking samesies. I like the Pooya Cave dark vibe. And Hero, thank you for the 18 months. Dark vibe is too dark though. You can't see me. Like at that point, my camera's going to be working overtime and trying to like find me. Watch. All right, want me to do this? Well, I guess it's not that bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. What if I put this here? Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. How about this? Just a whole lot of nothing, Mickey crying, Mickey talking, Mickey being busy. Take a break. It's good. It's okay. Arabin, welcome in. Mickey needs a spray bottle. Pooya, always my favorite guest on with Taryn. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. We have fun. We have fun on Fridays. Mickey may have the worst case of HOH ever. It's been 3 weeks since she had HOH and she still thinks she's controlling things. And it was an HOH she didn't win. She stole. Laura says, Glenn, Twitch sent me a notice. I'm happy you're here, Laura. I'm having a scheduling conflict later. That's fine. Later's fine. It's fine. This is too dark. My face feels like it's smushed. I don't know how to explain it. Pooya plus Taryn is top tier. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much. Christy, the mother of 36, appreciate you. Hey, gang, back from 3 weeks in Europe. Lots of BB to catch up on. But I did it. Rachel showing these newbies how it's done. Damn right. Lamb diggity dang dog, welcome and hope you're doing well. Chiller Station, Riley's a big brother. Rachel, Alyssa, Riley, BB24, Riley. Respectfully, Papaya, why do you hate me? Be honest. You can be honest. Fucking saves these. All right, I'm caught up, chat. There we go. This has to be the line for the spooky games that Rachel stole for her. Right. Laura, thank you for your tier 1. I do appreciate it. Welcome and enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. Enjoy your emotes in the chat. Enjoy the hoodie next to your name. And thank you for supporting the stream and me. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Who turned out the lights? Me. Guilty. Did I see this? I did see this. Oh, no, I did not see this. All right, chat. We got an article here. We got an article from The Sun, US. I don't know how notorious this website is. Notorious? I don't know. Famous? Okay, the lights are bothering me. I'm not going to lie to you. I have to give in. I'm sorry. I have to do it. There we go. Although this feels weirder. All right. It's a valid paper? Okay, say less. All right, let's see. All right. Big Brother villain Rylan Jeffries in shock by fan backlash to behavior as CBS cancels all his post-exit interviews. The controversial contestant felt like he was hit by a wall of bricks when learning of the outrage he caused all season. Producers had to set the professional right down in a situation room, setting following his exit to debrief him on the controversy he's caused during his 42 days in the Big Brother house. In addition to sparking concern with his behavior towards love interest Catherine Woodman, this season Riley steps out plagued with unflattering accusations from the outside world. All of this led to a chaotic eviction. According to production insider, Riley seemed shocked over how he was perceived in the house. It was like being hit with a wall of bricks as soon as he stepped off set. He wasn't even upset at first because he was in a genuine state of disbelief. He thought it'd be a warm celebratory welcome when he got out, but it was far from it. The source added that one of the things Riley did following his post-exit interview with host Julie Chen was have a sit-down with production that was essentially a situation room-like setting at the CBS studios. All right. They added he did not take it well and he took it hard. His reaction, mixed with the fact that he's not properly media trained, made producers make the decision of canceling press for right now while they get their ducks in a row. They felt if they had gone through with the press, they would have just been setting their own contestant up for failure. And that is not their intention with any other contestants. Now, I guess. Let's be chat. Let's be honest, okay? At guess, it's important to think of it this way. It's important to think of it from a perspective of we want people to improve and change. So my immediate reaction, my guttural reaction was, well, you didn't fucking do this before, did you? What took you so long? Now suddenly with Riley, now we want to be fair to all our contestants? How many contestants have you fucked up before?
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought?
How many have you fucked up before? But I'm not doing that. I'm not looking at it that way because it's important to acknowledge change and acknowledge improvements. And I feel like this is an improvement. So we should be happy, I guess. I don't know. Mixed feelings anyway. All right. During Riley's 42 days being sequestered from the outside world, he was not able to see any of the online accusations being made against him. Additionally, it seemed like didn't have an accurate pulse of blah, blah, blah. Big Batur, is this just a recapping thing? With one exclaiming, this is the best vote of the season. Let's fucking go. Yep. All right. Okay. I can't believe Julie then brings up, you said you would marry him. Is that, marry her? Is that a feeling you had in the house? Like, what the fuck are you doing, Julie Chen Moonbez? What the fuck are you doing? Oh my God, there's still more. Riley is an asshole and I'm tired. Catherine doesn't owe him shit. Production, please do something. All right, more photos. A photo of him being a bull rider in Oklahoma. All right, whatever. Whatever. All right, let's move on. Okay, where were we? Do we know if he did BB Unlocked? I think he did, yes. I would be surprised if he didn't, but also if he didn't, we'll be fine. Sorry, chat, I'm going to change. I'll be right back. All right. We're better now. I feel better. I feel good. All right, where were we? There was a Julie interview too. I didn't read it, but people were mad at her. What the fuck did Julie say? Or you mean did you see basically handled by saying he was acting young in the Q&A? Fuck that. He didn't do Unlocked either? Oh, wow. Okay. BB Unlocked got changed to 90 minutes. Interesting. Okay. See, I've been off chat BCC today. Okay, thank you, chat. You know you mess up when you literally have to change the runtime of a show based on an abusive asshole, right? Do you see the Tucker Zay Zach video where Tucker said it was kind of cute how Riley was aggressive about how he loves her? No, I did not see that. But cringe. AZ, pretty VIP badge you're sporting there, buddy. So how does it start 30 minutes later or end 30 minutes sooner? I don't know. Good question. 8 to 9:30. Okay. Legoland? Yeah, we're repping. We're repping San Diego right now. Or California, rather. Yep, it's true. It's true. They cut out the draft update? That's funny. So unlocked this Sunday, but no regular episode? No, it's a double episode. I think, right? I love Chat BC. It's fun. It's fun, and it's like, it's just an addition to, you know, content you're already consuming otherwise. You know? So it doesn't feel like it's actively taken away from that content. All right, chat. The form is open. Yeah, I don't know if I already had announced that or not, but it is open. So if you want to submit any questions anonymously, feel free to do so through the form. Additionally, if you put anything in the chat, I read everything, so you're good there too. I read everything, so there's no worries. The form is basically if you want to put something in anonymously and you don't want your name attached to it. I can arrange for that. Thank you for the follow. Chat, I'll give you an update. I mentioned this last night, but I am 39 followers away from, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. First of all, AZ, thank you for your tier 3. 6 months at tier 3. Thank you so much for your 20 months. And then thank you so much for gifting 10 subs to the community. Caitlin, Paul, Taona, Cubs Life, Bailey, Vera, Bean, Small Forest, Jen Law, and Witchy Vicky. You are not part of the Lesson 2 crew. Compliments to the one and only AZ. If you're in the chat, please throw a less than 2 in, or throw the Keanu emote that we threw in yesterday. Please and thank you. Thank you so much, AZ. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much. And y'all, thank you for that level 3 hype train. Sorry, level 4 hype train we achieved. Thank you, thank you. Amazing. Yeah, we're less than 39 followers away from 10,000 followers on Twitch, which is nuts to think about for me. Like, it's a lot. Anyway, there's a lot of feelings. A lot of feelings. All right, where were we? Form, questions, otherwise, feel free. Let's do it. We chit and chat. That's what we got. We got 1 point of business tonight. Chit chat. That's really it. So we'll go log into my alts. All right, Papaya, just ask your question. Don't be a menace. Man, I listened to the new Kid Cudi album today, and it's all I want to bump. But like, Kid Cudi's music can be a little bit like, you know. How many followers to 10,000? 39. Oh, to get me to 10. Oh, thank you, Papaya. Have I read Terrence's book yet? I have not received the book yet. But granted, I also forgot to send him my address to like a week and change ago. So when I get it, I'll read it. But not yet. Looking forward to you and Leon on Civilian Traders together. We're not going on Traders, fam. We're not doing the Traders. Liana wants nothing to do with the Traders as far as being on the show. She said it's her least favorite show she'd want to be on TV for. So. I wanted Keanu and Rachel to look out for each other. Bruh. The feeds are not me tonight, but not only showing Mickey's delusions after all, was Ashley was complaining about having to play in the veto tomorrow to keep herself safe, and she didn't want to show her cards. Okay, Gem, bro. Love Island instead. No, Love Island? Yeah, me and Liana Love Island, huh? Liana the Magician Horse? Yes. So the pal title was misleading. Chat, I said this last week, I'll say it again. If Liana or I
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
AZ with the 39 gifted. 39 gifted. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Let's see if I can do this in one take. Welcome into Gigi, AJ Daniels, Walks Like Rain, Snooze and Laura, Larissa Time, Washuva Diva, Sabina, Diet Coke Only, Hawk Dog, welcome in, Heather. We got Tyler, Unfinished Cereal, Lexianne, Cyborg Ada, Deepen Tony, Lamb Diggity Dang Dog, Jans, Atomic Watusi, Jar, Ultimate M&M, Nuka B, Pugs, Pina Colada, Cap Martin, Lenny Burger, Kate C, Ash, Yo Gabba Goof, Peace Love Honda, Dalb, Mimi the Great, Emmy, Twitch for Laura, Sarah Little, Softy, Cozy Pear, Bunset, Detective Ricky, and R. Luff. In the less than 2 good compliments of one and only AZ with a 39 gifted. Thank you so much, AZ. Appreciate you. Chat, now more than ever, get the less than 2s in the chat, please, and thank you. Thank you so much, AZ. Thank you so fucking much. Seriously. Oh my God. You can be the psychic medium while Liana is the magician. Wow. Thank you, AZ. All right. AZ. Oh, you guys were already ready with the less than 2s. I was down to text a friend, tell my stream froze because the audio stopped. You were just quiet. I froze. Who's nominated? Ava, Mickey, and Kelly. Ashley's gonna be in Sorrel India too. She's a have not. Well, she seemed okay last night, but it was only night 1. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It could happen. It could happen. I feel like my chat needs to be here, right? Since I'm like more leaning to this side, I feel like you need to be on this side. On instinct. Because then alternatively, I can put you over here. But then there's so much dead space over here. If I put this here. Like I would still want to be on this side. So this should be here. Hold on. So there we go. Okay. Let's try this. See how this goes. Also, let's move this back then. Does Ava still like Rachel? She doesn't dislike Rachel. No, you have to go on traders because of AZ's generosity. Don't let AZ or crew down. Okay. We don't take bribes here, chat. Is Rachel the backup or renom? Someone in chat could clarify. Maybe. I would say never, especially this season more than others. But I think, I'm hoping it is not the case. Rearranging digital furniture? Exactly, chat. Exactly. Ava was saying something earlier about making sure Rachel wasn't the renom. Okay, what I mean is, does Ava want to work with Rachel? Yes. Okay. Question in the form. First question of the night in the form is, I haven't listened to the 90-day pod yet. It's on my list, but I was curious if you feel uncomfortable watching / talking about how Adnan is with Tiger Lily because they portray it as having to do with his religion, where he's from. I sort of wish they wouldn't keep hiring him, but I guess I have to give him credit for at least airing it. Yes, I get very uncomfortable talking about Tiger Lily and Adnan. I've been uncomfortable talking about some of these other Middle Eastern couples or Middle Eastern one-half couples where they bring the most extreme person who just gives the whole community a bad name, is like very outdated in thinking or like very pushy in thinking. I hate it. It's uncomfortable as fuck. Especially because I'm like, oh, I want my brown people on these shows so I can root them on. And then they're on, I'm like, next person, not this one. So I hate it. To sum it up, I don't like it, but it is what it is. What am I going to do, you know? Is Ashley the renom option? Who else would be left at that point? Catherine? I'm waiting for the scenario where Will sails all the way to final two without him doing much, and we will take that. We will like that, and we'll take that. Nice, AZ, nice. All right, let me pause this. I'll start by saying I hate Riley as much as the next person. Okay. His behavior in and out of the house is disgusting. Okay. But I'm troubled by the way people are talking about Kat. We may not understand or like how he treats her, but it appears that Kat likes him. The online community saying she needs to sue him or that she needs to be saved is insulting. She is an adult and is choosing to be with him. Whether we like it or not, it's weird to me to take away her agency. I think there's two things. It's also weird to victim blame and victim shame, which I think some people I've noticed have been doing online. Look, the reality is, Catherine has no idea what else has been said or how it looks on the outside. Sometimes you need time and space to really understand the situation you are in. How many situations have we all been in our lives where you've been too close and you didn't notice it until you were away from it? You know, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Well, absence also makes the heart realize clarity. So I don't know. I don't think we truly know 100%. We need to see how she feels after this. I think the reality of it is one thing, and one thing for certain is that even any couple you see, even the most healthiest couple you know, if you saw interactions the way Riley was talking to Catherine, you no longer see that as a healthy couple. You cannot unsee the unhealthy, the toxicity in that couple. And that's just the way it is. If you saw me berate or yell at Liana the way that Riley has been talking to Catherine, I genuinely think that a lot of you would be like, fuck this guy, which I would understand 100%. I think a lot of you would also be like, wow, I can't unsee that. And I think that's just the reality of how things are in these relationships. I think that's something you need to think about. So I think we have to just wait and see how she feels with time passing here. Let the game end. Let her talk to her family. Let her reevaluate, see things. And then at that point, if she wants to be with him, she wants to be with him. That's her choice. If she wants to be away from him, she can be away from him. That's her choice. The one thing that's for certain is that we don't need to be armchair, like quarterbacking these people's lives from here on out. Let them be, especially for Riley. I'm like, fuck him. Like, I hated him. He's gone. I hope he doesn't bother any person. I hope he truly understands where he went, like what he was doing was wrong, and has clarity. And in the event that he does, I hope he stays the fuck away from my television set, because like I said earlier, I can't unsee that, and I don't want to see him back on my screen. So them's the 2 cents, chat. That's my feelings, and they're out now. Okay. Thank you, chat. Are there good chances he gets cast on another show? Who knows? Thank you, chat. Thank you. Next question, shall we? Is there a Western food you had in the Middle East growing up that tasted completely different when you moved to North America? Yes. A lot of the fast food joints, the burgers taste different. Specifically, the Big Mac tastes different here. And now, this could be a combination of two things. One being nostalgia, like you were just younger and things tasted different when you're younger. You know, like you're a lot more attached to those flavors you experienced when you were a child or when you were younger versus now. The second thing, though, to me is obviously ingredients could be a factor, but I think mostly nostalgia, and that matters more. I will say, and some of you will not agree with this, and I will say I will debate you. I do believe I have conviction in this belief. Burger King fries are absolutely elite and top tier, and in the Middle East, they are number one. Here, I can hear your argument that other places have it better, but I still think Burger King fries get shat on a little too much. They're not as bad as people say they are. With the Luck MVP, I was worried there would be a zombie ending thing like happened on Cerisi. They didn't announce anything, which made me feel comfortable. BK fries are good warm, but I can never get warm food from BK. What BK are you going to that's cold? Like people with the American rumors, is their relationship whether we like it or not? Kat will have to see for herself, and us trying to tear them apart sometimes bring them closer. And that's the day and age we're in now. I feel like people, and this obviously, when you are choosing to be a frontward facing person on television or on podcasts or on YouTube or on TikTok, you're telling the world, hey, see that window? Come through the window, take a peek at what we're doing through the window. You are inviting people to then give their 2 cents on you and your relationship. And, you know, some people don't like this. Some people reject it. They try so hard to not be like, this is our life. I wish you would respect it. But I think the reality is a lot of people see it as, well, you let us in. It's like, you said we could come in. Why are you upset that we came in when you welcomed us in? Which is fair. I think that, however, then it is similar to when you are a guest and you are invited to someone's home. Just because you're invited to someone's home doesn't mean you should shit on their carpet and put your feet on their couch. You know what I mean? Like, you got the invitation. They're going to host you. The least you can do is treat it with respect also. So, for example, that's why I don't insert myself into, you know, when people are in showmances, I'm like, okay, good for you. Or I'm not rooting for this showmance and I move on. I don't need to know the ins and outs of that relationship. If they're doing more content and I look at other content, that's fine. But I think speaking on other people's relationships, it can get really weird. It's happened with me and Liana where we've had people have sent in my forum, they've sent me messages that are like fully analyzing me and Liana's relationship. And it was like, I understood where they were coming from is the wild part, right? I understood that their heart was in the right place. They weren't saying, Pooya, you're bad, or Liana's bad, or anything. They were like, these are the things we've noticed, and, you know, we're in a couple, and we thought it was kind of, you know, we should bring it to your attention because we went through it. And I was like, I understand that, but also it truly isn't the case with us. You know, because sometimes you'll read something or you learn something, you're like, oh, epiphany. You know what? They're right. They're on point. It wasn't one of those moments. So it's just, you know, again, when there's a public facing couple, they're inviting you to their homes to learn about them, to see them, to interact with them. Yes. But if you compare it to being invited into someone's home, don't shit on the carpet. Don't walk into their bedroom. Don't investigate their laundry hamper. Don't look through the medicine cabinets, because that's not for you. You are here, and the spaces unlocked to you are the common area, like the living room, the dining room, maybe the kitchen if they're like, hey, come hang out with me while I'm cooking or something. Okay? Or the bathroom, because of course one needs to relieve themselves. But beyond that, the rest of the rooms are off limits until maybe they want to invite you to them, but that's not for right now. So anyway, that's the analogy. I think that was good, right? We'll take it. It'll also be how food is prepared here versus overseas. In some places in Europe and Middle East, they do seem to have more delicious healthy foods. Fair. I did important research. BK changed their recipes in 2011. That makes sense. Are there any fanfics of you and Liana? I fucking hope not. I don't think so. That would be a wild read if I had to read that about myself. That would be a wild read. I can't lie to you. What about peeing in the medicine cabinet? Who's peeing in the medicine cabinet? Catherine family comments today. Daisy, bless you.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
All right, let's quickly look at another article. This is not the same article. That other article, I guess, is still on my computer somewhere. But we are not looking for that right now. We are looking for this different one. And this different one is this one. Catherine Woodman's dad and stepmom speak out after Riley's eviction. Okay. Riley's mom talked about a relationship that he loves with his whole heart. She also opened up about the alleged woman with whom he fathered a baby. TikTok creator Tommy Italiano making the news is funny. That's so funny. Allegedly. Okay. It's very hard to watch, said Matt. So you've had to hold yourself back a lot. Mr. Rogers asked, Mr. Rogers is the interviewer, I guess. I did, and I think Tracy will attest to the fact that I've been really good, Matt responded. He said that Riley's mom interview was very hard to read about their behavior. Matt said it seemed like they took the live feeds, and if it was going to be going the way they didn't want, they would stop the feeds, and then they'd come back with everything was happy. Okay. Catherine's dad kind of spitting fire here. They didn't show much of it, but the stuff that got out there was disturbing. The TikToker asked the parents how they would feel if Catherine wanted to be with Riley after the show. I honestly don't think that will be an issue, Tracy said. I foresee there may be some sort of reunion with the cast, and I can see them being friends after the show, but I don't think a romantic relationship will develop after she's out of the house. If it does, I think it will be short-lived. Okay. Now, Catherine is going to have to accept that she's a stepmom, but to 2 kids. I don't see her being a stepmom at 23. If I'm not mistaken, I think Riley is 34.
Not me.
Riley's 34? Tracing into I think that would be a deal breaker for her. She's just not in that stage in her life. I'm sure she's not aware that he has a record, assuming all of that is correct. She admitted, I'm concerned that I'm seeing someone tonight and during the live feeds that I don't even recognize. Catherine is not herself. She has, to some degree, felt the pressure of the Big Brother house. On Thursday, Riley was evicted to 5-4 vote against Morgan Pope. Amen. Catherine was visibly upset that he left after Rachel Riley renommed him when Lauren Domingue used the veto on Vince Panero. Vinny the Lip Panero.
Not me.
I can no longer think of him as anything but Vinny the Lip, thanks to fucking Ava. All right. All right. Let me quickly scroll up. Spananaji. Thank you, Shannon. I remember being in Life and KFC having fries instead of mashed potatoes. Why? They did have fries. KFC here has fries, Archie fan. What you talking about? Christian will get around on that fanfic assignment. No, Christian will not. Christian, you are banned from your. I forbid you from making a fanfic. How about that? You've been forbidden. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Please. And thank you. Don't do it. Let's see. My bathroom is like a convenience store. Buy something or you won't get the key. Wow. You know, if it existed, Leon would randomly quote it to you all the time. 100% Zemo. You're not wrong. I do think about if there are RG fanfic out there because there's a fanfic about everything. I don't want to look for it though. Fair. Oh, Amy, for sure submit it to the slop this week because let me give you a secret, chat. I'm on the slop this week. Don't tell anybody.
Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
It's me. That sound clip is quite a bit louder than your volume. What sound clip, Kelly Kate? Riley's 27? Okay. He's a February kid? Fuck it up. Why can't... He ruined my month, chat. How Agri's Tommy Italiano? No comment. KFC just brought back wedges. That's true. Wedges are good. Wedges are underrated. I know some people don't fuck with wedges. Wedges are underrated, chat. I'm sorry. They just are. Wedges are underrated. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable here, chat. The fries were recently the replacement for wedges. Oh. Being in Canada, I miss every place not having biscuits.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
But Kata said she's not close with her dad. Oh, I did not know this. Oh, the follower clip. Is it loud on this here or is it loud only in the when we're watching a clip? Because it's been going on the whole time we were here also. The slop is what made me become a patron. It's a good time. My month too. He took our month, Magic Gamer. He took it.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
This is just the same month for you and not the same day. That's true. That's true. I don't really eat KFC chicken like that. I'm a huge fan of their pot pie. I've not had their pot pie though. Okay, when I was reading the article. Okay, so if I go here and I lower this. There we go. What am I listening to? It's so risky trying to find new music while I'm on stream because you never know what you're going to hear and I don't want to keep like spamming next. I guess I'll just play this and have shuffle on. Got you, Kelly Kid. All right, we fixed it now. Same day for you. Oof, Red Wings. Yikes. I'm sorry. Let's answer another question, shall we? Would you rather play Big Brother or work on their production team? I'd rather play it once than be on the production team. I'm sorry. I don't want to be on the production team. I just feel like it would be infuriating. I think it would be infuriating. I'd rather play once, see how it goes. That's it. Who the hell wants to work with Skippy? Exactly. Social media team, I'll take over playing Big Brother. Would you rather play Big Brother or spend 2 weeks in jail? I'll play Big Brother. I know I've said a lot of things about how I don't want to do it, but it's better than jail for sure. I love that there are RGB live events and Bryson when it presents. I really need some not watching the shows though, because I could never get off work during these live shows. That's the problem, is that those shows are inherently packaged around the live show, the episodes. So I did not. Okay, all right.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Prison and payment. I'm choosing Big Brother. Exactly. 11 of 11. Make a wish. It's 10-11 for me though. Would you rather play Big Brother or fight a mosquito? Okay, all right. What's the next question?
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Aaron, welcome, and hope you're doing well. Do I like my current relationship with mosquitoes? Yeah, it's limited. It's limited. It's practically non-existent. Why would I want the relationship to be any different? Yeah, I'm good. The relationship's good. We'll keep it. We'll fucking keep it, chat.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
A mosquito tried to kill me. Mosquitoes suck, but not in a good way. Is Riz God your number one pick for the season 49 draft? No. No. Why do you think Vince didn't nominate Rachel? I think Rachel's somebody who with the existence of a BBBBB. I think Vince is a non-confrontational person. Vince doesn't like being perceived, and Rachel is the antithesis of that. Rachel will perceive the fuck out of you in a second. Rachel will confront you in a heartbeat. Vince does not like that. The BBBB makes it so that you can't backdoor somebody in this game. So that's tough for people named Vince, because he doesn't like that. That being said, I think the other part of it is that yeah, he wants to backdoor her or get rid of her, or he doesn't want to be the one to do it, and he wants to curry favor, which is what he's doing right now. Triple B. I've seen 4 Bs. I don't know. It's too many Bs. That's all I'm saying. Am I looking forward to seeing Will's family / chocolate drop segment? Oh, yes, 100%. After hearing Taryn going after 49 cast, I am not really thrilled with any of them, not even Riz God. Well, I think it's hard also to feel excited about a cast when you know there's an all-star season behind the corner. When did Taryn do that? Taryn did an assessment of the cast, I think, yesterday during the day. I think it was yesterday during the day. What spice would you order from Mr. B? Tony Chachere's Slap Your Mama seasoning. Obviously like paprika, cayenne pepper, you know, the combo. Can we still ask for cat updates? Yes, but I don't know if I have new pictures for you. Here's Pearl in the bucket. And her little cat tree bucket. Here's a more zoomed out photo of it. And then here's a photo I took at the stadium. So for reference, this is where our seats were. Okay. And then this is me taking a close up with my camera. We're practically there. $14 tickets. So thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. This is me taking a photo of the moment Julie smacked Zach in the head with the thingy. But no, here, I was waiting for this photo. There's little Pearl on the Persian carpet. And then judgmental Pearl. Pearl does have pretty eyes. If you go to the fair, say out of Julene. London, she said she'd be there Monday. It's fun to think you two running into each other. That'd be sick. But yeah, I love Pearl. Pearl's my baby. Pearl's my baby, chat. All right, we have a longer question here. They did issue a trigger warning, which I do appreciate, giving the heads up. This question is going to have themes centered around weight loss and eating disorder. So if you would like mute up, please and thank you. I will answer this question, and then when I'm done, when the question's done, I'll give you 2 thumbs up like this on camera. You'll know to come back in, and we can continue on. Okay, cool. Deal. All right, just want to make sure you get the heads up here. Who wants Pooya getting the Man to Sleep sponsorship? I wish. My sister and I figured out the Bears Chiefs game tonight. Preseason, right? And Jolene's great. All right. Sorry, this is a serious topic. I may bring the vibe down, but this is heavy on my mind. I would love some advice, feedback. Okay. Trigger warning, weight loss, eating disorder. In the past year, I've gone through a big health journey and lost 156 pounds. I'm really grateful for the progress and for how much better I feel in my body. But lately I've been getting some surprising reactions. People close to me have started saying I look too thin, and have even pulled me aside to express concern. While I feel okay physically, hearing this from several people has made me wonder if I'm missing something. On one hand, some friends reassure me that others may just be uncomfortable with change or aren't used to seeing me look different. On the other hand, others say they're generally worried about my health. It's confusing because I can't tell if these comments are coming from care, discomfort, or both. So I'd love your perspective on 2 things. I'll try. Is it okay for people to comment on someone else's weight if it's out of concern? B, if I feel healthy and strong, but others around me say I look unhealthy and malnourished, how seriously should I take that feedback? Tough question, tough place to be in, friend. Here's what I will say. And this is, by the way, not a medical podcast. Sorry, medical stream. I have no medical degree. I have no understanding of the human body to that extent. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm basically replying of if I was in your shoes, how I would feel. I first of all don't know like what weight you would be and what weight you were versus are. I have no idea of any of that. But what I will say is those around you, I'm thinking of like when I've had people around me lose a bunch of weight and see what the reaction they get is. Some people definitely look at it and say, what's going on? What is this? Wow, you're too thin because you used to be heavier. They say stuff like that for sure. But I think for me, I'm more so siding with your friends here who said that people might be uncomfortable with change or they're not used to seeing you that way. So it looks very different. Looking very different can be a cause for concern there. Now, as far as they say they are having huge concerns about it, again, I don't know you. I don't know your conditions or anything like that. If these are people whose opinion you value, I would say the only thing you can do is go see a specialist, a physician, someone who can do all your measurements, like your blood, your like cholesterol level, stuff like that, I guess. To tell you what you're missing or what needs to be done. See a nutritionist if need be. After that, tools like that can help you, you know, both feel great and look great too. So you have the best of both worlds there. But My inkling is to tell you that it's more so people being uncomfortable because there's no way hella people in your life are going to know better than you would, or you know, they can't all be professionals in the field, but I don't know them. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. Okay. Deal. Cool. All right. Now chat, I'm going to do thumbs up if you can drop some less than 2s so that someone who struggles with unhealthy eating habits because of an illness, I understand people are concerned, but they know I have huge mental health issues. All right. So throw up the less than 2s. I'm gonna throw up the thumbs up so that the question asker, not the question asker, the ones that were avoiding through trigger warning will like to leave. Come back, then come back. All right. Cool. Okay. Next question. Wow. Okay. So maybe I should have checked the next question. This one is also body related, but they didn't ask a question. They just gave us what happened. So they said, so I am 7 months postpartum and my mother-in-law just came to my house. And after we hugged hello, she said, you're looking like you're almost back to your normal self, and gestured towards my body. Yeah, mother-in-law's out of bounds for that one. You've done nothing wrong. Live your life. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling better. Ignore your mother-in-law. That's fucked up. I'm 5'2" and 1 inch thin. I don't like when people say I'm skinny. None of their business. Exactly. All right. We're caught up with the question in the forum chat. Feel free to ask any questions in the forum or out the forum. We answer them all. I have a question, but it's going to be a minute. Take your time, Palm Leaf. We're in no rush here. We're not going anywhere. Well, we're eventually going to go to sleep or leave, but not for right now. We're hanging out right now. Marbs tonight. We have a special Marbs, which is not audience participation. I'm doing 2 marble races to determine the draft order for 2 2 less than 2 drafts happening in our server for fantasy football later. Fuck. Am I doing something Monday? I feel like I committed to do something on Monday and my fantasy football draft is that day. We'll figure it out later. Doesn't matter. One of them will get, it's fine. Do I like Legoland? I went to Legoland once and I got this hoodie. Yeah. So. Will you take some videos of you and Leon at the fair? Depends what we're doing at the fair, but yeah, I could do that. How'd your nap go? I didn't nap. I've been awake since this morning, since 9 a.m. and I slept at 6 a.m. I'm on 3 hours of sleep since noon yesterday. You've been practicing marbles so hard. Hey, next week. There's always next week. I know you've been making the rounds on professional sports, but have you thought about going to any college football or basketball? Midwest takes college sports very seriously, and vibes are amazing. Can you just buy tickets to that? This is gonna sound stupid, and again, you have to allow me, chat. I am new. Okay. As much as I've lived in North America for the last 15 years. Almost half my life now, which is scary when you put it like that way. I'm still new, so I can ask, are you allowed to, as a non-alumni, like child having from that university person, are you allowed to just buy tickets to college games that are not your college? Like you're not affiliated with? Are you allowed to do that? Ask, let me know. Well, this is I'm just going to leave this song on. Fuck it. Stock watch. I went in on Morgan. We're about to make some money. I just the Milky Way. Like I said, okay, Regina George. Oh, y'all want AU versus the world. A favorite moment? I mean, everything Parvati. Lisa probably. Okay, spoiler alerts on AU versus the world. But Lisa loving Suri. I guess that's not a spoiler. So you're fine. There you go. Those are the two. There's so many people I love on this season, though. So that's a hard question to ask anyway. Sam's like Fantasies Monday. Stop. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, though, that I booked. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Feeds life. But I sent you a DM on Discord about the felt for soundproofing a creator. I'll follow God for free for promoting. It's called Felt Right. LOL. Felt Right is a wild name. You said you sent it on Discord? I know what happened. I think it's in my requests. There it is. 11 days ago, no less. Okay, let me look. Let me put this on bookmark it for later. All right, thank you for that. I'm bookmarked it and ready to go. All right, you can buy single tickets. I'm a little touchy about how did you feel about Morgan on the wall comp. Yikes, fam. Morgan fumbled hard, but it's fine. At least you got to compete in it, right? At least you got that. Do I like the Fair Lucky Duck game? What is that? I do not know what that means. I am all about the claw machines, so you're not wrong, Lori. Okay, university sports the same way. Anyone can go. Okay, cool. Good to know. Sometimes it can get expensive. Okay. Okay. College, it's weird for high school games. Got you. I've heard about the world's largest, tallest, fastest, longest coaster coming to Saudi Arabia. No. It drops off the side of a cliff and then launches 155. I do not want to do that. That sounds like my worst nightmare. I would hate that. That's a no-go from me. Minnesota football schedule. Thank you. The Gophers. Oh, that's starting soon, too. Ooh, tickets as low as $16? Could be a shout. Could be a shout, chat. I'll talk to Liana, see how if she wants to do that. I went to Iowa State and I've been to some University of Minnesota games. Very fun. Okay, good. Who would be your highest Stockwatch house guest and their score? I mean, after this week's performance, it would have been Rachel. The problem is Stockwatch is on Mondays, not on like Thursday. It's on Monday. So it's hard. Have you and Leah settled on a new name for your house? We're not naming the house. The house is just house. It doesn't need to be a whole name. It does not need to be a whole name. I'm so tired of everyone in the house hating on Rachel. They don't understand. Pal Palace. Do you think she was the cause of Riley being evicted? 100% I give Rachel credit for that. We need to find the most random source for Pal purposes. Where do we send them? Oh my god. I like to hear you and Liana discuss options about AI on the Pal. What about AI? What about AI? Have you guys talked about Tucker tweeting support for Riley? I think so. Someone brought it up in the chat, Amy. If you can give me the link, I would love to look at it here. The Palace is really good. That is great, actually. That is really good. All right, a couple more questions in the forum. Sorry, the forum is being a little finicky. Any updates on the plans for the state fair? I'm super excited for the idea of a pal about it. Okay, so not this upcoming week, but the week after that, I would expect you to hear us talk about the fair. How about that? Is that good enough of a hint? Not this week, next week. My husband wanted me to come out of lurk mode to tell you he loves Block Party. All right, Terabyte's husband. Glad you enjoy the music. Terabyte, feel free to be in lurk mode if you wish. No worries. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for coming out of lurk mode, though. Appreciate it. Just different options, opinions about AI since you love tech and Liana loves science. That's fair. I can bring it up on the pal, see what she thinks about it, or if she wants to talk about it. How about that? Ooh, fun question. What are your top 3 animated movies? This is fucking tough. I'm not gonna look at you, chat, and I'm gonna just speak out of my mind because that's the best way for me to figure it out. I'm just gonna go ahead and immediately put Mulan in it. Mulan's in the top 3, easy. Lock it up. Let's go. Part of me wants to push Shrek in there, but I'm almost trying to tell myself that Shrek is not a. I'm only counting like cartoon, not cartoons, but animated movies for like children, and Shrek didn't feel childrenish. I guess I was older when I watched it, so maybe that's why. So we're just not going to Shrek. Okay, so Mulan is there. I would go Lion King if not for the fact that the movie made me sad as a kid, and I would avoid watching it. My mom said I would avoid watching the beginning because it made me sad. So no Lion King. Honestly, I would go Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is the first like animated movie where I actively cried watching, and I remember very vividly it made me feel very sad, but I recognized I was feeling sad. It was weird, but Monsters Inc. was a huge one for me, and I think Toy Story has to be number 1 far and wide. I loved Toy Story. I made my mom buy it for me for my birthday. I was like, what, 6 maybe at that point? She bought it for me for my birthday, and then I convinced her to let me watch it before I got it as handed to me as a birthday present at my birthday party. So I got to watch it, and then I watched it again. So that would say those are the 3 for me. Honorable mention would be like a Lion King would be up there. I think I would then throw Shrek in an honorable mention also. I would throw in The Incredibles as an honorable mention as well. Bug's Life. Oh my god, Bug's Life is also goated. Bug's Life would be up there for me as well. I'm like not looking at you. This is very tough. I'm trying to think of what other movies I can think of. I don't think I could watch Snow White again. You know what? Why do I need to do more? I've already given you my thoughts. And you know what? Let's throw in Brave Little Toaster. Let's throw a little shout out to Brave Little Toaster. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, scrolling up. Mulan is so underrated, one of my top 2. There we go. So much to see and do and eat at the fair. I have no doubt Leon's doing her research. Really excited for you guys to go, especially with the cooler weather we're getting. Excited for it as well. Rango, number 1. Never seen Rango. Oh, Aladdin! Fucking Aladdin! Aladdin might be in the top 3 for sure. There are a lot of sad parts of Disney movies I cried recently watching Mufasa. Yeah, see, I can't handle it. I think that's why I stopped watching animated movies. Not because I'm uncomfortable with crying, but because I avoid crying. I'm actually very open about crying. But I avoid it if I can avoid it. We do not need to listen to you right now, my friend. Yes, you know what? This is good. Toy Story 3 came out the summer I went to college. Before I went to college. Toy Story 3. Yep, it was the same summer for me, I'm pretty sure. I also really loved Moana. I've not watched Moana. Twin Cities River Rats. This group performs water skiing shows on the Mississippi River during summer. That could be fun. American Tail. I've never heard of this. I don't see it on Toy Story. Maybe delete it or set it somewhere else. Gotcha. I always liked Hunchback of Notre Dame, and even though it's dark as fuck. Jafar is the best villain. Cosign. I named one of my cats Simba. I love that. TV on the radio. Nice. TV on the radio. Elemental was so good. Haven't seen that. Oh, Liano would potentially enjoy the roller derby. Tears provide opiates. All right, we got Lori putting a bunch of suggestions in the chat. The Land Before Time was so sad, but I loved it. I've not watched that either. All right. 3 months apart in age. Oh, there we go. May 2092. You need to watch Moana. Put on the plan. Ooh, Lilo and Stitch was also good. Not this I haven't watched the remake, but the original. Ooh. We got a new fan question. So let me check this out. I'm a new fan of yours because I follow RGB on Blue Sky. Okay. I'm watching this season and the feeds with my 15-year-old. Amazing. I was a fan of Big Brother from the beginning up until 19. BB19. After that season and 18, I was done with the show, so I stopped watching for years. I did catch a lot of 23, but that's it. Anyway, I'm having fun bonding with my daughter this season. That's amazing. Watching my favorite player, Rachel, and I was wondering what seasons after 19 to now should I watch / catch up on. Okay, I think I can, and chat, feel free to chime in if you want. Absolutely watch 20. You can skip 21. You can skip 22. You can watch, you've already watched most of 23. Watch 24. I actually think 24 has a lot of rewatchability factor to it. So watch 24, especially, just watch 24. Just watch 24. And then if you have time, you can watch like the first half of 25. Then you can put the rest away. And then if you have time, maybe 26 could be fun a little bit at the beginning also. So that's kind of what I'm saying. 22 is an all-star season, in case you're curious of like, ooh, who'd they pick? Or like, ooh, let me go see how they did. That's another option also. But mandatory is 20 and 24. That I'll put my stamp on. You said you've already watched a lot of 23, so that's cool. So those are the two I would put my stamp on. The other ones, I would say you already heard. Witchy Vicky, got it. Thank you. Perfect. I don't like Nicole. 25 up until day 44, and then you can move on. Oh, Parent Child Time, so sweet. I don't really know BB history, but I'd say 24 as well. There we go. Just the first week of 26, says Jen. You could watch like a couple weeks of 26. All right, let's go to the next question. Did you watch anything like Sesame Street or Teletubbies as a kid over there? Yes. Actually, this came up. Where did this come up? It came up in GTA RP, funnily enough. I don't remember in what capacity. Oh, I was watching somebody talk about Teletubbies on stream in RP. And who's the best Teletubby? Because I think it's Poe. Personally. Tell me who you think the best Teletubby is. Hey, Emma, hello. Hope you're doing well. You have a bit of a spicy take. The way Ava plays the game is kind of shutting down social strategy in a way that's getting annoying. If every decision is what it is, it sort of removes the type of social play that we watch the show for. It's almost like she's playing every week, like the second half of a double eviction, where it's comps, noms, and votes and nothing else. I mean, it's passive. It's incredibly passive, and it's saying, oh, it doesn't matter, whatever, it is what it is. Fuck it. Who cares? And I agree with you. Naris. Think of it this way. If you were hanging out with somebody who's like, oh, I have no preference. We can eat whatever we want. That's fine. I don't care. And then you ask them again, they still don't care. You ask them a third time, they don't care. You ask them a fourth time, they don't care. You ask them a fifth time, and you make it clear, hey, listen, I understand you don't care. I would like to make this decision with you. Where would you like to eat? And they're still like, I don't care. You're like, hey, man, fuck you. You know what? I don't fucking want to eat with you anyway. That's how I would feel. I feel like, I'm sorry. Do I have to carry you through the whole thing? How about make a decision with me? Have an opinion. It would be annoying. So I fully understand that. Definitely Poe. That's what's up. I have an irrational fear of Furbies, says Regina George. As a flaming queer, I'm required to say Tinky Winky. Kimani says Tinky Winky. I also have a Tinky Winky costume. I have more for many Halloweens. I definitely recommend you and Liana eventually seeing a musical at Orpheum or another theater, Pooya. I'd be down, because I've not seen another musical since The Music Man. Tell you to be scared of me as a kid. When I was a kid, I don't know their names. There's Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe. The misunderstood one, Poe. Have you already talked about what Vito's Rachel would be great in? No. I can't. The problem is that my memory is bad. So I don't remember what Vito's Rachel has won outside of like the banana one from the Pandora's box. There's too little much respect for the issues for my taste. I'm fine with, I agree with you there. What is this emote? Oh, that's a hot dog. Holy crap, Regina George. If acts like free will doesn't matter, like the game winner is predetermined. And a spot on analogy. Thank you, Shannon. Racking my brain from my little brother's love of Teletubbies, and I remember Poe the most. See? Memorable shit! Pooya or Lala? What? Alright. Maybe just wants to sleep in her bed between comps, whatever. Yeah, Poe is the red one. Poe is the red one. Mr. Rogers cooked me out. I really didn't watch Sesame Street. Oh, so the other thing was Sesame Street. We would get Sesame Street, but I think I was older at this point. So it was Sesame Street just read as weird to me. I was like, what is the fuck am I watching here? It'd be like random little skits. And then it would be like a squiggly line that forms the letter D periodically. And it'll be like this. Like it would be a squiggly line that goes D, and then there'll be like 5 kids yelling D, and then it would unfurl and then go up to the corner and then form another D here, and then you'd hear the kids say D, and I was like, the fuck am I fucking watching here? This is not for me. I was too old at that point. That being said, I fucked with the Cookie Monster. That was my guy. He understood the assignment. Eat the cookies. He knew. I knew. We were on the same page, and that was lovely. Big Bird is a dickhead. We don't like Big Bird around these parts. Elmo is funny because we can also do the impression. That's funny. But all of them get bodied by Kermit the Frog, and that's just factual. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the Sesame Street. Oh, Bert and Ernie are goated too. Shout out Bert and Ernie. All right. Oh, I've already told Liana I'm taking her to SummerSlam next year. We've agreed to this. So that's going to be her first wrestling experience. A long Furby? Ew, I'm not Googling that. I'm not Googling that. Did somebody freak you out? What? Y'all know too much about the Teletubbies? Hey, we were raised with it. Let us have it. I always loved when Kermit would show up on Sesame Street. It was my favorite crossover event. I thought Kermit was part of Sesame Street, and I have to get corrected. I've written my question, but it's too long for chat. How can I submit to the form? Exclamation advice, and then go to that link, Palm Leaf. Actually, I'll put it for you. There you go. In that form. Oscar the Grouch, mid. Why is Big Bird hated? I don't know the lore. I don't know if he's hated publicly. I don't like him. Big asshole. No, fuck you. Anyway, I don't know why I have such an opinion on Big Bird. I didn't even know I had that. I didn't know that was possible. Yet here we are. Weird things, weird behaviors. The modified Furby with an elongated body. They're made for example. Oh my god. Have I been to Disney World? No, I have not. How about a couple of WA episodes so at least she's familiar? Yes, for sure. For sure. Whatever big wrestler, I'll make her watch like a couple of Raws leading up to the SummerSlam. So she has an idea of the feuds, you know? Furbies are cursed. Big Bird was supposed to be in the Challenger? What? All right. Next question is, I love Liana telling you about the Karen Reed trial and you reacting to it. I loved it. Would be a fun recurring segment. The thing is, it would require Liana to be tapped into something, and then she can tell me, and I'm fine with that. But if she's not tapped into stuff, she's not like actively seeking it out unless she gets into it. You know what I mean? But I agree with you. What was the first concert you went to? Would you want to go again? It was, and I'll look it up the lineup for you right now. But it was headlined by Muse, and it was an amazing concert. Okay, so it was, I saw three things. I saw Muse, I saw Velvet Revolver, and I saw Marky Ramone performing. Those were the three I saw in concert that day. That would be notable to y'all. Muse is the only artist I've seen in concert twice. And then the next year, I saw Motorhead, Arch Enemy, Opeth. It was a wild... Yeah, I was big into the rock metal at the time. Well, I listened to everything historically, but... would you rather go to a concert or to a bar with live music? Concert. I do not like live music at a bar. I feel like live music at a bar is too loud and muffled, and then it just... If you're not there for live music, you just shouldn't go. And I don't go to bars for live music typically. I'm like, ooh, I want to hear this. Like, I'm not really doing that. But also, I'm not yucking anybody's yum. I much rather prefer an open space concert where there's a stage. If you want to be up close, you can be up close. If you want to be in the back, you can be in the back. If it's like a concert where the music's a little more bumpy, you can do dancing. That's also doable. Or you can walk around with friends and have the music in the background, kind of like serenading you a little bit, or accenting your hangout. I much prefer that than being in a little bar and then it's always the same drum and the same guitar and it's going God, and then you hear like a muffled singing of like I don't do that anyway. And it's like, bruh, I'm just trying to get a beer right now. Like, can you? And you're like trying to play fucking charades with the bartender. You're like, two. And they're like, what is that? And you're like, one of these. You're like, fuck it. Give me 3 shots also. So that's, for me, again, I'm not yucking anybody's yum, because I know for some people they fuck with the live music at a bar. For me, I didn't go to bars experiencing it like that, so I prefer it the way I prefer it, which is no live music. Even the background music, sometimes I'm like, we don't need this here. Like, we're not here for that. But, you know. All right. My first concert was NSYNC. Okay. Muse is also the band I would see as many times as a concert. They're that good. They really are that good. Buckcherry was your first, says Laura. First concert was the Beach Boys. I've seen them at least 8 times. Damn. Backstreet Boys 5 times. Lucky. First concert was Ozzy Osbourne. R.I.P. You've been going to the wrong bars listening to live music. That's the thing. I don't seek out bars for live music, so I don't know what to look for either, you know? First concert was Spice Girls. Respect. Going to see Blink 182 in Vegas. Ooh, enjoy. Your bar music is all. Well, thank you, Kala. Beach music is mid. Blue October is your favorite band, and they're like no other live. They still play in smaller venues. I don't go with General Mission. Amazing. Go to New Orleans, Joe? I have. New Orleans is a good time. I will say, New Orleans, the music's been good, but there's also like a lot more open space, I feel like. There's a lot of open areas. First concert with U2. Okay. It's a vibe. New Orleans was great. I had a very positive experience in New Orleans. Recommend it if you haven't been. It's worth a shot. Worth an experience. I feel like my color on my stream is a little muddy. I feel like it looks weird. I need to figure out how to fix that. I feel like the quality could be better. Especially because of the camera I'm using, it should be better. I think my lighting's fucked here. Anyway, that's not neither here nor there. We're here to do some other shit, which is answer your questions. So let's just keep doing that. All right, we have a longer question here. I found myself at 35, soon to be 36, unemployed and aimless. Context, I'll try to TLDR this. I'm a high achiever, high performer at work. I brought value to the business I worked for, but my immediate manager was toxic. Like, actually, I know that work gets thrown around a lot. And he try pulling some not cool shit with me. Professionally speaking, my excellent work ethic / output, go above and beyond, demeanor was being taken advantage of while also trying to screw with me behind my back, or so we thought. Basically, I called him on the shit by putting in my notice and went 10 toes down on myself. First time in my life that I stood up for me, and I'm proud of that. However, here I am months later, still jobless, feeling low and aimless, to be honest. I don't want to go back to that industry anymore, brewery, and have a degree, but it isn't a degree that I want to use business, blech, capitalism. I want to either do something creative or help people, or both, or maybe not. I'm still honestly not even sure. But either way, it seems like if you don't have the right credentials, you can't enter certain spaces / industries in this world. I can't afford to go back to school. I'm fortunate enough to have no debt from uni. Hell yeah. I'm in Canada, by the way. They said, don't know if it matters, but for context. So up until now, I've been resistant to going into debt for school. But this past week, I've been thinking to myself, should I just go for it? Fuck the debt. We're all going to be in debt in this society because I'm getting desperate to work, to have a career where I feel fulfilled. I can't do something just for a paycheck. But further to the question of should I go back to school? Honestly, still I'm asking myself the same kind of question I've been asking myself since I've been 18. What do you want to do? What am I here for? Basically, I feel so aimless. I feel I've made no progress. I'm sad, frustrated, overwhelmed with how lost I feel. Okay, my question is, have you ever been in a spot like this sometime in your life or dealt with any of these things? Yes, I have. I will answer that in a second. Do you have any advice? I do have some advice. Also, thank you for everything that you do and put up, because hanging with you lifts my spirits. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I got you. Okay. So yes, I have felt exactly what you're feeling, the aimlessness. I have felt like everyone kind of knew what they wanted to do or try when they were younger. I didn't. I was like, I have no fucking idea what I want to do. And for me, I've said this before, but streaming is when I really was like, oh, I have a passion in something. And I am so blessed to get to do what I do, because I did live for the paycheck. I went to work for the paycheck. That's all I did. I didn't care about the job before this, and I just would clock in, be mindless, do the job, leave. I had no attachment, but no care, because of finance, other stuff. But I know for some people that's not possible. Liana is one of them. Liana needs to have passion in her job and enjoy what she does, and love what she does to do it the way she does it. Otherwise it won't work. So I fully get that. Now, as far as your question of, is it too late to go back to university, and like, should I go through the debt? I think that the way I see it, and I'm going to get a little bit real with y'all for a second here. We get one life. We get one life, and that's the life. And if you feel like there are things you can do in your life that makes you happy, it does not matter how old you are. It does not matter how much, like, obviously money matters because money makes the world go around. But if you can pay that debt back, then good. You get to do something that makes you happy. You get to explore a job, a field that you've always wanted to do, and you get a lot of experiences out of that. And I feel like that is worth every bit of it to find the happiness you are looking for. It is a small price to pay and a small bit of time to invest for happiness that can go beyond that time, you know? So I would say consider it. I think for a lot of people also, a lot of us do not, because I feel like we're conditioned as I'm about to say infants, but as youngins, to know what we want to do and pursue what we want to do early. The reality is some people get that immediately. Some people immediately find what they were looking for, right? They're like, you know what? I've known since I was 9 years old I want to be a lawyer. I'm like, really? When I was 9, I didn't know if I wanted to. My big decision was, am I moving on from the hamburger Happy Meal to the chicken nuggets Happy Meal? Not what career I wanted to do. But some people, they fit like a glove immediately. They know what they're doing. Some of us, that doesn't happen till way later. And I think that because we're conditioned with television, with movies, with shows, with just talking to other people, family pressure sometimes, you're expected to know immediately. You do not know immediately. Some of us don't find out till way later. I just told you the passion I found. How old was I when I found that passion? 29? And even then, at the time, I didn't know how serious I was going to be about it. Here I am, 33, can't picture doing anything else. And I would even say I'm one of the people who figured it out earlier. I know there's some people that figure it out later, and that's okay. That's allowed. One of the earlier lessons I taught myself was I was feeling bad about the fact that I needed to take an extra semester to finish university. I was like, people take 4 years. Why am I taking longer? That's not how things are done. And then I stopped and thought, who decides that? Who said that's not how things are done? That's how things are done for me, and that's okay. That's completely fine. I think I've also had this mentality that things change all the time. What was the expectation and the norm 20 years ago is not what it is now, and that's okay. What the norm was 40 years ago is not what it is now, and it is okay. What was the norm 100 years ago is now, and that's okay. And then, you know, to use a smaller example of this, video games. I think that before, back in the day, the early stages of video games were seen as juvenile shit, stuff for children, right? Kids play games, adults don't play games. But like, I think about my gen, right? The 90s. We grew up on the PlayStation 1 being like one of the first consoles to offer like 3D gaming. N64 doing the same thing. To then the GameCube, PC gaming becoming more prevalent. Then you've got Xbox. Now we've got fucking, I've been from a place where I remember the first FIFAs, and I know the FIFAs now, and like the sports game now look like you're fucking watching a live broadcast. So it's grown with us, and it's been a part of my life as far back as I can think of as a kid. So when people are like, that's for children, oh, playing games as a 30-year-old, yeah, okay, and what about it? This is a new generation. We do things differently now. Anyway, so all of that to say, don't be hard on yourself for not having found what you are looking for. You mentioned the word aimless a couple of times. Don't think of it as aimless. Think of it as curious. Think of it as exploration. You are still trying to find it. That is not bad. That's still part of the journey. A journey involves the scouting the location, the traveling, the destination, hanging out at the destination. There's so much that goes into it. So don't cut yourself short. Don't be hard on yourself over that. And remember, a lot of us didn't figure out what we were doing till way later. Some of us are still also looking alongside you. So if you think that going back to university would help or would bring that thing that you're looking for to the forefront, try it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't, right? But I think that just the journey of going through it, the excitement, the anticipation, the learning that you'll do, it sounds like it's going to be worth it regardless. And at least you will not have the regret of what if eating at you for the rest of your life. What if I did go back to university back then? How would that have gone? That's gone. You won't have that anymore. Okay? Okay. So yeah. But if that's what you're looking for, good luck. All right. Whew. All right, let's sit up straight. Get a sip of this coffee. Regina George, what did you say that you outed each of us an old? Does anyone remember Sega Dreamcast? That's not, I was about to say that's not that old, but then I'm giving myself up. That's not what, 2001? It discontinued on 2001. It's older than that. Okay. Love playing EverGo since 2000. Love that, Angel Eyes. Not everyone needs cause to find the dream. 100%. Of course, Palm Leaf. Happy to help. Happy to help. I mean, again, not a professional, but I've lived some experience that if I can help with that, I'll give you that. I used to think it was odd watching other people play games on Twitch, but I find I like the commentary. I'm not having the anxiety of playing the game myself. I remember Jimmy Kimmel did a few segments about watching people play video games when Twitch first came out. Yeah, I mean, that's also something that a lot of people didn't understand and still don't kind of quite get, but I enjoy watching streamers. I watch, and like it varies my time on it. So for example, I have been watching more GTA RP as a result of playing it. And it's fun to see how other people do it. It's fun to get inspired by other people. There are some good people out there who really try and put out stuff that both they enjoy and they hope the audience enjoys. And that's amazing. I love that. So, but it's also something that a lot of people just don't get, right? A lot of people are like, just play the game yourself. Why are you paying money to watch someone else play a video game? And I don't think they understand it fully. I think they don't understand. I feel like, think of any friend group ever. There was always one or two friends in the friend group who just wanted to sit there and watch y'all play the games, right? They're like, we're just hanging out. We don't need to be playing. I don't need to hold a controller in my hand. And that's fine. They were like that. Some of us were like, nah, I want to be player one. Some were like, oh, I'll be player two. I don't care. So yeah. All right. As I saw the TV glow said, there is still time. All right. My dad gave us surprise Millennium gifts. Ooh. You got your Dreamcast? Oh, I see. December 31, 1999. That's amazing, Arabin. I love watching the Blood on the Clock Tower and GG streams. Exactly. Which, by the way, Blood on the Clock Tower tomorrow day around 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, and 11 a.m. Pacific. I will not be there, but Dwight will be. All right, next question is, Pooya, as a fellow millennial, were you an emo kid? Was it a big thing in Dubai, the style of the music? I was not. It started making its way into Dubai around 2008 and 9, but I always like the emo subculture. I would say specifically the scene kid look became prevalent in Dubai for like a good year, 2 years, but I never matched the aesthetic, I felt. So I never ended up adapting to it. But I had a lot of friends that did. Good music though, I will say. When I was little, I would even often make my mom play my video games so I could just watch. Speaking of playing games, are we gonna have marbles tonight? No, we're doing special marbles where I'm doing 2 custom marble races with only the drafters for the fantasy football league in the Lesson 2 Discord. You're eating a Dubai brand right now? Enjoy, Regina. I want Dwight on Traders. I bet he would go on it. Too bad Pooya's refusing to even go after AZ Generous sub. Wow. I DM'd Dwight about going and he refused to answer. Y'all saw this, so. Okay, this person. What would you do career-wise if Rob decided to get out of podcasting? I mean, so the good news is, okay, you want to talk real? Let's talk real. So I'm a podcaster, right? I started off as a podcaster. Then I started doing Twitch because at the time I didn't have any podcasting, right? Like, remember, I started streaming because I felt like there was a whole side to my personality that was not captured on the podcast because I did one like live feed update a week. And I had the Masked Singer podcast, which was an audio only niche podcast on the network. I didn't have the traders. I didn't have multiple opportunities on Big Brother recap episodes. I didn't have the Survivor draft. I didn't have all these other shows that we tried, the traders, all these other shows that we tried, 90 Day. I didn't have any of that. So I recognize the privilege, the place I come from, which is I have an audience from the podcasting realm that has given me a try on Twitch and then has said, you know what, we fuck with this guy, we're gonna stick around, we'll watch Twitch, you know. So I've appreciated that and I've enjoyed that. That's been fun, but they're separate, right? They're separate entities. So let's say Rob said, you know what, we're getting out of the podcasting gig, I'm driving into the sunset when Nicole and the boys is over. I would first of all be sad. Second of all, I'd be like, okay, what do we do next? Obviously I'm still on Twitch. I'll still be on Twitch. I'll still be doing content here. So I've got that. Also, I think Liana and I would try to keep the Pooya and Liana Lounge afloat on our own. We would try and have that be its own show, standalone. We would still try and do that as well. And then obviously I would still probably talk Big Brother, Traders, Survivor and stuff on like the PAL, on the stream. I think I would try and do a Traders podcast for sure, because at this point, like that's like kind of my baby. So I would do that. So those would be the two. The lounge and the traders, we would try and keep afloat on our own independently. And then I would do streaming still proper, like the whole way through. That would be my plan. And then we would have to talk growth strategies at that point, because then we need to like be sure to keep ourselves afloat. So yeah. Happy weekend to you, Van Boys. Welcome in. Twitch has been an interesting addition to my personal rotation. Different, but liking it. I'm happy to hear that, Nookaby. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. On paddle on didn't go off. How is it at midnight already? We'll have to watch back the one. Mythical J, we had a good time. We've had a good time so far. His name is Dylan. Wow, okay. Okay. Next question. What's my favorite K-pop Demon Hunter song? Have not watched. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you, chat. I don't think Rob would dismantle it. He would find a successor. Sure, but in this hypothetical scenario that this guy put out, the podcast is gone. The podcast is gone. What do I do after that? But yeah. What is the significance of less than 2? It is, so when I first started streaming, Laura, I couldn't monetize the stream because I had freshly moved to the United States and I could not legally work. So I had to wait a while before my documents came in, which allowed me to work and monetize the stream. Until then, I couldn't. So with your Twitch account not being monetized at the time, you couldn't get emote slots unlocked. So I didn't have emotes at all. And, you know, emotes are a big part of expressing yourself on Twitch in the chat. And so the less than 2 was a typo that Mandy made once upon a time on Discord while doing a movie watch party. So one night we were making fun of Mandy a little bit, ribbing her about it a little bit. We put some less than 2s in the chat, and I was like, hold up. This is kind of our unofficial emote now, because you can make a less than 2 with the keyboard. You don't need emotes for that. So it was like, let's do that. So then we did that. And then it became the unofficial main emote of the chat. And then as we got closer to hitting Twitch partner to monetizing the stream, I had plenty of 6 months of planning to do. So I was able to think about, what do I want the name of my community to be? And very quickly, the number one candidate became the less than 2 crew, because crew obviously it's a team, so that works. The less than 2 part is, I feel like I have a very supportive and positive community. Twitch in and of itself, not just Twitch, online streaming platforms. So whether it's YouTube Live, whether it's Twitch, whether it's Kick, I feel like inherently most chats are incredibly toxic, and they are attacking. They might be like almost like positive toxic, which is like they love their streamer, but they hate everyone else that streamer talks to. So they'll go to their streams and talk shit to them. My stream has been kind to everybody, friendly to everyone. We have banter where I can make fun of chat makes fun of me. That's okay. And also they're very supportive and helpful to help. Yeah. Willing to help people who join the stream fresh. So if you're brand new and you're like, what does the pad mean? Or what is that joke he made? I don't understand that. My chat will not this community will not shame you. What they will do is tell you what it is and fill you in on it and help you if you have any questions at any point. And that's why the name fit like a damn glove. Which I'm very happy about. That's the DR. No, that's the TL. Too long version. All right. Planning on watching Love Island Games? Yes. It's funny how people think gaming is a waste of time, but watching TV for hours each day is great. Right. I love a genuine origin story. Thank you, Laura. I hope you enjoyed that. We're only partially toxic with our trolling. I would say that's fair for some of you. Love the story. Thank you, Hugs. Once again, deny the Pooya birthday connection. Tell me more. Will my birthday being 2/2/2/92? All 2s? Obviously new here. Hey, enjoy, Laura. Enjoy. And right now is a good time to join us because I'm doing 5 uniquely different streams every week right now. Interview Tom Sandoval? Absolutely not. Going to any more Twins games this year? I don't think so. Liana enjoyed it for like the ambiance and stuff, and I think if we went, we'd want to go for another theme night. But I think it's just I'm too busy now. Like doing one activity is taking a lot of planning to get done. So at this point, probably not, you know? All right, next question. Caught up with the forum now, by the way. Have you seen the trailer for the Love Island USA reunion? Would love to hear your thoughts. You know, I've avoided the trailer because I don't want to get spoiled on the best bits of the reunion. I feel like sometimes the trailer just becomes the entire thing that matters most. Any kitty pics today? We did do that, Tomster. We did do this. We went through some cat photos already. But yeah. Also, rolling in Liba. Hey crew, welcome in, Melissa. Welcome in. I feel that about trailers for that reason. Exactly. It's like, and I feel like they always for the trailers, they just fucking give you the best points. Which I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why? Chat, I want to talk real quick about GTA RP because I'm frustrated, chat. I'm annoyed. not with RP, just with streaming it. And before I make it sound messed up, let me explain. I realized on Wednesday how unpredictable RP can be. No, not backseaters, absolutely not. If anything, y'all are very respectful and maybe too quiet when I'm streaming, which is fine. Or RP. It's unpredictable. So on Wednesday, I would argue that it was a very tame hour and a half to 2 hours of RP. Not a lot happened. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we ended stream. I ended stream chat and I was still in the city, right? I ended stream with y'all. I was still playing. Within 10 minutes of the stream being over, there was action. There was excitement. There was stuff going down. Then yesterday, more exciting shit went down. Then today, more exciting shit went down. And I was like, why am I unlucky? The one time I was live, it was not as like bumping. So it was a shame, is what I'm saying. It's frustrating because I just don't have the time to do more. And I think like, I understand people say, well, if you're playing, might as well go live, right? And it's like, that is a lot more taxing on me because I am a streamer that does not ignore my community. And to be clear, what I mean by that is I can't help myself. If you talk to me, I'm going to answer you. I want to answer you. And I can get distracted with playing and then doing this. So it's a lot of things. And it's a lot more strain on my mind to do both at the same time. So it's tough. But I'm starting to think, should I start recording my POV offline and then maybe try and edit little bits and pieces of it and put that on YouTube? But then would there be enough through line there to explain what the fuck is happening? Or then would that be a waste of time? I feel like I could just try it at least, right? Try it like twice and see how it goes. Because the editing can't be that difficult on that. It's like if I want to cut some segments out, that's fine. I can do that. So maybe that's something I do. Especially because now, officially as of Thursday, we are with the news team. So I quit the trucking job. And now me, Gail, and Percy are part of the news team. And we've been getting into some fun hijinks I would love to show you. So yeah, we could do that. Now, because I think there's going to be more action now is what I'm trying to say. I love recording. If that's too taxing, you'll know after trying. Exactly. If I try, worst case, I try for 2 episodes, right? And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore, right? We're not doing this. Let's move on. So it is what it is. Hey, Quinn. Yeah, Quinn. I love last night when you said time to take shots and Taryn was like, you're in the wrong neighborhood. You're in the right neighborhood now. Quinn, you're in the right neighborhood now. Release the Riley tapes. Fuck me, man. Where's that guy in hiding, huh? Bring him out. How you doing, Quinn? Welcome in, Quinians. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are there any streamers that do something similar that you can use as an example? Not that I've seen nowadays, but there have been streamers I've watched who the guy would like upload basically, if he streamed for like 4 hours, he would upload a 3-hour video of like his POV from that day, you know? I like where streamers bake. Cooking streams are a good time here. We've done this before. Bomber's hiding out and not giving out interviews. Honestly, though. Honestly. Okay. So to be clear, I was in the trucking business in Grand Theft Auto roleplay. Not in real life. Not in real life. I'm in the news business as a journalist. Not in real life. Do I agree with Brandon that when Rachel gets out and sees Riley/can't see, she will be very upset she promoted it? I would assume so, yes. You're the best, Pooya, best beard. Oh, thank you so much, Bronco. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'll watch whatever you put out. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you so much. We've been dabbling with a couple of things here. I don't drive in real life. I avoid driving in real life. This is true. But yeah, so right now, Sundays we do Goose Goose Duck at 5 p.m. Eastern. We're doing Peak on Tuesday evenings with Scally, Kirsten, Dwight, Peridium on Tuesdays in the evening. Wednesdays I do GTRP midday. It's my only midday stream I do. And then Thursdays we do bingo. This past week we did bingo and wall comp, and then Fridays are the pad. You already know what's up. So we're busy, and I like that each stream is its own thing. That's fun for me. I do enjoy that. But yeah, that was my little side rant on it. I beat Quinn. I bet Quinn would love it if you watched season 2 of OG Mole. Archie event. You already got me to watch season 1. That's it. That's all you get. You got one ask. You got one ask and you got it done already. All right, one more question from the forum. I know some in chat love the spray bottle anthem, but you sometimes cut it off early. Does it actually bother you? Just curious because I wanted to redeem the sum, but I don't want you to have to play it if you don't really want to. No. So when I cut it off early, what I'm actually doing is it's not okay. Let me play it. Let me find the track for you. Actually, where the fuck would it be? I don't know. I'm gonna have to open this fucking thing. 1 second. 1 second. Jay-Z or Nas? Nas. What about Whodunit? I have yet to finish Whodunit. That's fair. I've not finished Whodunit. 2 and 3 are better than 1. Then why did you make me watch 1? You should have made me watch 2. You should have made me watch 2. That's on you though. You said watch 1. You didn't say watch 2. All right. Okay. So ugh, I hate that this desk moves so much. Can I track it from somewhere? No. You know what? I think I know where it is. So the reason fucking who needs why do I have alerts saved from fucking like Mass Singer still? No. Okay, I'll say it. Basically, the spray bottle anthem ends after But Am I Dead. When I stop it there, it's because then it's just instrumental because I didn't add more stuff to it. It's not a full song. That's why I end it. It's not that I'm ending it early. It's just after the beat drop, it's silence. Not silence, but it's just instrumental. So yeah, there you go. Now you know. Glass shattered. Play it. All right. Here we go.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Does it make you moist?
It makes me kind of moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
Moist.
Moist?
But am I dead? See what I mean? It's the rest is just it's not silence, but it's like just instrumental. That's why I cut it off because I'm like, well, you heard the bit you're here for. You know what I mean? What episode does he have about B27? He doesn't. We talked about it. I don't think we were gonna do anything though. You want Spotify? I am not. I'm exclusively here, chat, with you. All right. Bronco, they were the Prime sub. I know you got one of these. So I do appreciate you using your one Prime sub on me. Thank you so much for using a free Amazon Prime sub on me. It does mean a lot. All right. Next question. Remember the time Corey rated in the song? Yes. And I have to be embarrassed and explain what the fuck we're doing? Yes. I still remember this. I feel like there's a clip of it also. Take care, Angel Eyes. Have a good night. Pooya, in your opinion, is there such a thing as taking gummies too often? If so, what's the line? Gummies, I don't think there's a line. Okay. I don't think there's such a thing as taking too often. Depends on your metabolism, your body, how you process it. I think the line is if it's getting in the way of you living your life regularly, getting in the way of things you need to get done, then it's gone too far. But otherwise, no, you're fine. A lot of people genuinely gummy up after a day's work. And it's like, gum up all you want, you know? Could probably put all the Pooya originals in the merch store as digital downloads. Oh my God, imagine. Vapes are not good for your lungs. No, we're not. We're talking about gummies specifically. I have gummies here right now that I've not had in a minute because it affects me too hard, too heavy now. Akor gave me a gummy to try. Enjoy. Pooya, bought a cameo from Omer. I asked him if he's gonna do Goose Goose again. He says you haven't invited him in the last few weeks. That's true, and why? Hold on. Is this true? Did he actually say that? Omer Zahir. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. We're going on some investigative shit right now. All right. Okay. You all do this every Friday. We hang out. This is all we do. We do this. We answer questions. Big Brother questions, non-Big Brother questions. Why did you think Mickey voted out Riley? Because she didn't want to vote out Morgan more. You know what I mean? All right. Where the fuck is this question? Okay, maybe it's not going to be here. I'm not going to spend all day looking at his fucking No, the answer, the honest to goodness answer is that I have receipts, friends. I have receipts. I messaged Omer Zahir. Okay, so I messaged him. Okay. You know what? If you link me this cameo, I will show you the receipts. Because I don't want to show you the receipts and say, well, nope, turns out you didn't actually get it. Like, I need the proof before I go in on him. If that's possible. Not sure if you even know how to answer this, but watching Rob with the patrons and like Q&As, etc., I noticed that he seems to really remember these people, like personal information, pet names, family info, and such. How does he do it? Any ideas? There have to be a lot of patrons. No, there are a lot of patrons. There's like thousands upon thousands of patrons, okay? Rob was the inspiration to the way I act with streaming, where I read every message, where I learn people's names, where if you tell me this is my name, I prefer to go by this name, or this is a nickname I use. Okay, cool. I will make sure to remember that and try and do that. I still don't do it as good as Rob does. Rob does it amazingly. He actively cares about I think, you know how I thank you for giving me your time to watch my streams, or when you support the stream, using your free Prime on me, etc. Rob feels the exact same way. People are supporting his podcast, his dream, and his family by contributing. So he loves and cares about his community, and he shows it. And that's what it is. If you care, it's not that hard, to care. Tom, sir, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in Ashley, Kerpluppy, T. Cato, great name, Dreamy Abby, and Steffi. Now part of the lesson 2 who compliments of the one and only Tomster. Thank you so much, Tomster. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's why and how Rob does it. It's from the heart. It's from the heart. All right, we're caught up with the questions, chat. Probably call last call on questions. If you see him at an event, it's absolutely insane. No paper, no notes. He'll just know. Exactly. Exactly. I am good with remembering most faces I meet at these events. I'm like, oh yeah, I've met you. Let's talk. But I'm bad at names at events. For some reason, if I read your name in chat, I'll know who you are, right? But if I see your face, I'll remember your face, not your name. So.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Some dreams, not all dreams need to be fulfilled. RJP fan. Do you have name tags? Right. Exactly. The reason we have name tags. Can I name every wall comp winner in BB history? Absolutely not. We tried this last night and I fucking fumbled. I stopped at Derek X. But I feel like it's been Jack Dude Central outside of Taylor. Don't know who won 19. 18 was 18 the one that Davon threw it. So I don't care. No, I don't know. Nicole won 18. Alex won 19. That's why we have wikis. This song is amazing. I think, yes, we did. Will fell first, immediately followed by Ashley Red Wings. Yeah, Vince won last night. I swear it's true. It's a private cameo, not public. Now he did smile, so I figured he was lying. Then fuck him. He's lying to his cameos. All right. All right. How was your stock watching? I bought Morgan this week, so we'll see. August 1st. Goose Goose Sunday. No reply. We move on to the week after. Thursday, August 7th. Goose Goose Sunday. No reply. A wall of eye emojis. And he said, I'm sorry. If I'm home, I'll message. Not sure I will be. And then I messaged, are you going to be home? He said no. And then I messaged him on the 14th and said Goose Goose Sunday. He said I'll be away the next 2 weekends. So yes, I have been inviting him almost weekly. And you saw, not only did he ghost one, but then the other one, he didn't reply, and I had to fucking double text him like a clingy partner. Just hit him up. Like, did you see my message? And he's lying to the fucking world. Who does he think he is? Ghosting me. That's my job. I ghost people. Is Mandy here? Question. Does this mean the cameo should get refunded? Low key though. Bug Juice was really the best reality show. Do not know what that is. I don't think so. Okay. Hi, Liv. All right. I'm gonna let the drafters know. I'm going to record the marbles and send it over. So that way they have it for their records. Because I think I will not be doing marble. It'd be weird to do that and then not have y'all play marbles after. And I'm not going to do marbles after. You know what I mean? To be fair, I always wonder why people don't automatically assume Omer is evil and blown card because he's way too good at lying. Right. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Hi, Liv. You're a mod, right? We have fun, Liv. We have fun. But how dare you, Liv? Don't you leave me. We have fun. We have fun. It's banter. It's banter. All right, chat. And with that, we have so much. So much. And with that, we have completed another pad successfully, I think. A huge thank you to everybody who has subbed, gifted subs tonight, used their Prime, bidded, new followers. Thank you so much. Let me get a tally of where we are at with followers now. Moving forward here. We are sitting at 9966, 34 followers away from hitting 10,000, which is amazing. So I had fun. I truly hope you did as well. I'll be back Sunday with at 5 p.m. with Goose Goose Duck. So pull up for that if you're interested. If you're not, there's a couple other streams I'm doing. Tuesday Peak, Wednesday GTRP, Thursday Big Brother Bingo. Or if none of those are for you, I'll see you right back here Friday night next week for the next edition of the pad. Okay, chat, thank you so much. Hope you have a good night. Take care. Have a good one. Bye. AZ, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Holy crap, it's about to end stream. Zentamali, Crow, CJ, Big Cakes, WMJ, Kick, Sunny Drop, Bella, Taco, and Equa. Part of lesson to compliments of the one and only AZ. Thanks so much, AZ. Appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity tonight. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good one. Wow, what a night. Take care. AZ with the 24 gifted. Oh my god. With the 24 gifted to Scorn, the New Yorker guy, BB Lorenzo, Pally, Lil Dorsey, Christine, Ann, Mayrose, Kelsey, Lil Leaf, Russa, Eharts, Ash Ketchum, Amber, Chris BB Andrew, Athelia, Swoop, Super BB25, ABF, Def Not Another Heather, B Pred, John, and Nacho Luke. Part of lesson 2 crew compliments of AZ. Thank you so much, AZ. Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't leave us. I have to go. Does that make 10K? 10K what? AZ. Oh my god, no, you're not doing what I think you're doing. AZ, I feel so bad. AZ, followers, not subs. I don't have that many subs. I am not even close to 10,000 subs. It would require like 9.7, 9.8 thousand subs for us to get to 10,000 subs. I am not there. I don't know if there's a way you can refund this, but if you could, I would hope you could because I feel so bad. That's the thing with YouTube and Twitch. YouTube subs are the followers. Twitch followers are not subs. But thank you. I really do appreciate it all the same. All right, chat. I do have to end here, unfortunately. You're good? Thank you, AZ. Appreciate it. Y'all take care. I appreciate y'all.